A sophomore. In the midfield, number 2, Melina Steffen. A junior defender, number 4, Jane Hudson. A first-year defender, number 5, Catherine Killian. A junior defender, number 7, Jamie Giuliano. A sophomore defender, number 8, Emma Scott. A first-year on attack, number 13, Emma Ripley. A sophomore on attack, number
team. Number 1, senior captain Claire Templeton, defender from Rochester. Number 2, Melena Steffen, sophomore midi/attacker from Cantonsville, Maryland. Number 4, Jane Hudson, the junior defender from Ellicott City, Maryland. Number 5, Catherine Killian, first-year defender from Wantagh down on Long Island, New York. Number 7, Jamie Trelo, junior defender from Cortland, New York, Homer High School grad. Number 8, Emma Scott, sophomore defender from Ashburn, Virginia. Number 13, Emma Ripley, first-year attacker from Severna Park, Maryland. In net, number 20, Ellie Ruddy, sophomore goalie from Tega K, South Carolina. And number 22, Adele Jones, attacker from Cantonsville, Maryland. Number 23, Rachel Culp, midfielder from Bath, PA. Number 24, leading scorer on the season, Serafina Kisselgoff, sophomore midfielder from Rush Henrietta High School out of Rochester. And finally, number 25, Lily DePalma, midfielder from Spencerport High School. The Tigers are coached by Erin Wagner, who's in her 5th season, the 2011 Limestone grad, former Brockport and Ithaca College assistant. She is assisted by 2022 Syracuse grad and women's lacrosse legend, Emily Harshuk. Getting ready for our first draw here. Engineers, led by Leslie Delano, assisted by Eileen Radigan, St. Rose grad. Megan Shea set to do battle here at the draw circle as we get underway here in the first quarter of action of women's lacrosse. Her and Melina Steffen went toe-to-toe there. Lauren DeLeo was able to snatch that one out of the air, pushes the ball up the field. Ella Graff, who had her 100th career point against William Smith last Saturday, charging down the right side. Backs it out, feeds into the middle of Mia Bangmailer. Sends it low to Roya Lewis. Lewis looking to corral that ball. Loses the one-on-one battle. And RPI comes out of that scrum. Mia Bangmailer comes up with the ball, number 6 there on the wing. Senior midfielder from Kennebunk, Maine. RPI had a close game through the third quarter last week at number 2 overall, William Smith, the top team usually in the Liberty League. Ball fed inside from Shea to Roya Lewis. Lewis backs out. No pathway there. DeLeo operating from X now, looking to get underneath her defender. Gets to the elbow, working the 1v1. She'll swing it up top to senior midfielder Gabby Valley. Valley looking to try to find that loose ball. Scrum up at about the 30-yard line here. RIT swipes it over, and DeLeo comes out of that scrum with a tough ground ball. RPI will maintain possession. Got about 35 seconds here left on the possession clock. Mia at X looking to push in on the circle. Driving with that right hand. She's denied her space. Now to DeLeo. DeLeo and Shea now getting a new play, a new set up. RPI clears out. Shea down the middle. Shea shot wide. And that one's going to go to RIT. Ellie Ruddy with the backup there. She was able to extend her stick and body and get to the end line first in the official's opinion. And they are out left and clearing up the bench side of the field, trying to get into their offensive end for their first possession of today's action. Again, RPI losing a close one, 9-8. Close game at the end of the third quarter over in Geneva last week at number 2, William Smith. Wound up losing 15-9. RIT also coming off a Liberty League conference loss, albeit at home against Union. That game was 10-8 after the third quarter. Wound up being a 14-8 Union win. RIT now attacking the tough defense led by Bethy Spizzo, Kat Kama, and Riley Eldridge down low here for the Engineers. They'll have to retreat, kind of reorganize as they get settled in here. Ball will swing behind to number 22, Adele Jones, one of the leading offensive players here for the Tigers. Spizzo and Cedrone applying a heavy pressure, and Cedrone extended out, jumped the lane there, caused a turnover, ground ball, got to Spizzo. Spizzo now up to Kira Abdulsaid. Great transition lacrosse here, up to Roya Lewis. Lewis is a 3-on-2 now, attacking the middle of the 8. She'll get a low shot. Great save by Ruddy. Loose ball now in front of the net. Lewis tough with it, working through traffic, trying to keep possession. And that'll be a foul against the Tigers. Roya Lewis with some great individual effort there. couldn't quite slip it past Ruddy, but she will get on to the 8-meter arc for a free position as she was fouled on the ensuing ground ball scrum. 11:41 here, still scoreless through the first few minutes at ECAF Stadium here in Troy, New York. Roya Lewis off the line here, left side of the 8-meter arc. She tucks it, and she's able to put it low past Ruddy. First goal of the day for the Engineers. Roya Lewis, free position goal off the 8-meter at 11:38 here in the first quarter. And the pep band's getting it going here, folks. As you see, Lewis drove hard off the side, soaked a check, was able to just beat Ruddy low stick side with a nice bounce shot to get the Engineers their first tally on the day. Engineers starters are in the defensive end, number 2 freshman from Clifton Park, New York, Michaela Leonard. Also on defense and in the midfield, number 3 Sophia Cedroni from Middletown, Maryland. At attack, number 6 Mia Bangmeller from Kennebunk, Maine. Number 7 Ava Gilderone, freshman midi from White Lake, Michigan. Number 13, you saw there, the first goal of the day, senior Roya Lewis from Shaker High School here locally. Number 14, junior Ella Graff, who had her 100th career point last weekend at William Smith from Bloomington, Minnesota. Number 15, Lauren DeLeo, junior attacker from Wyckoff, New Jersey. Number 20, Emily Speck, freshman midfielder / attacker from Shenendehowa High School. RIT is going to win this draw control. Number 5, right off the jump there, Catherine Killian. She's been a defensive leader here for this Tigers team in her first season of collegiate lacrosse. Jones behind, working against Riley Eldridge. She'll swing it up top as they get settled in. We'll get you the remainder of the RPI starters here when we have a second. 1-0 still here as we head through the first few minutes of action. Engineers on defense, charging down the middle. That ball came out of her stick. Great slide and pressure provided by Lauren DeLeo and Kira Abdul said there. Cedroni also on defense as DeLeo gets that ball up and out. Finds Mia in the middle of the field. She'll swing it across. Gabby Valley looking to corral that one. Cedroni finally is able to settle that ball in, and the Engineers will look to see if they can switch the field here and clear it over. They do. Nice job by Spizzo to connect with DeLeo. And so the Tigers' first possession comes up empty. Great defense there, as well as settling the ball down in the clear. The Engineers looking to find their second tally of the day. Ball moving here through Graff and Roya Lewis below GLE. Lewis drives hard on the right side of the circle. Doesn't find much. Megan Shea, the graduate midfielder, now takes it 1v1 right down the middle, shoots it a little high and wide. Engineers will retain possession. About 34 seconds here left on the possession clock. Shea with 3 goals and 8 draw controls last week in the loss to William Smith. DeLeo now up top working with Speck and Valley. Now over to the left wing, which is where that lefty attacker Ella Graff likes to drive from off the elbow, and she will get a call. Looks like that's going to be a check to the body. Remaining starters for the Engineers, number 22, as I mentioned there, game captain Megan Shea, graduate midi out of Rochester, Mass. Graff drives in, shoots and scores. Low stick side, she buried that one with supreme confidence, and the Engineers are up 2-0. See off the right side of the 8-meter there, the lefty attacker just drove in, took 2 steps, and was able to beat Ruddy low stick side for the Engineers' second tally of the day. Additional starters for RPI, number 28, Bethy Spizzo, junior defender from Mahwah, New Jersey. Number 29, Kira Abdul-Sayed, freshman defender out of Bedford, New Hampshire. And in net for the Engineers, their senior goaltender, number 35 from Great Falls, Virginia, Jenny Canfield. Graff with her first tally of the day. She had 3 goals last week, hit 100 career points, 67 goals, 33 assists for her career does the junior have. That puts her up at 11th overall in points and tied for 14th in goals in the RPI record book. She's also tied for 7th in assists. Shea working with Eldridge and DeLeo on her diagonal left and right here. setting up the draw. Shea will win that one out to herself, another ground ball. She's up above 50 career ground balls on the day, hit 50 against William Smith as the Engineers are up 2-0, swinging the ball across the perimeter here, looking to see if they can get 3. DeLeo up top. Shea now moving it over to Gabby Valley. Valley over to the lefty, Ella Graff. Graff loves to work that left elbow. She's coming underneath her defender, shoots high and scores. Number 14, Ella Graff, 2 goals back-to-back for RPI, and it's 3-0 with 9:05 left here in the first quarter. Great drive off that left elbow, got underneath her defender, was able to come across the face of the crease, and Ruddy was left diving for that ball. Ella Graff, the junior out of Bloomington, Minnesota. And RIT is going to take a quick timeout here, down 3-0 early here in Troy, New York. Coach Wagner in her 5th season looking to rally her troops here after a quick 3-goal deficit. Last week, Serafina Kisselgoff had 5 goals in that loss to Union. Close game, as I mentioned earlier, 10-8 as they were through the 3rd quarter, and Union was able to extend that lead and ultimately wind up with a 14-8 road win at RIT. Catherine Killian, who I mentioned earlier, having a great first season for the RIT Tigers. 6 ground balls, 3 draw controls, 2 caused turnovers in last week's game. A real stat stuffer impact type of game from a defensive midfielder. On the RPI. Excuse me, folks. On the RPI side of things, Meg Shea, 3 goals, 8 draw controls last week. Ella Graff, 3 goals. Lauren DeLeo, a goal, 2 assists, and 4 draw controls. Mia Bangmeyer, 1 goal, 1 assist, and Jenny Canfield, 9 saves in that close loss to number 2 ranked overall William Smith. Timeout has concluded, and we'll get another draw here. 9:05, Engineers are up 3-0. You can catch this action live on our YouTube channel, rpi.tv, YouTube. Got a great crew of students and staff here working some Liberty League women's lacrosse action today as Shea will look to do battle with the Tigers here. Again, DeLeo and Eldridge off to her left side here for this draw. Shea straight up in the air. Physical battle with number 2, Melina Steffen. She wins it, wins the ground ball, beats her defender, charging in, and she'll get some shooting space on the late help defender and get a free position. Shea, the all-time leader with 130 goals in her RPI career, looking to see if she can make it 131 and put the Engineers up 4 goals. Shea quick off the line. She beats Ruddy high, and it's 4-0 here at ECAV Stadium. All Engineers here early. Engineers celebrating, talking through their fast break setup. As you see, hard push off the line. Was able to look it off and put it high stick side to beat Ruddy. And we've got 4 Engineer tallies on the board here early in the first quarter. Starting fast and furious is this RPI women's lacrosse team today. That's 131 for Shea, all-time leader here. 16 ahead of the 2nd and 3rd ranked all-time goals leaders. Alyssa Peterson, class of 2013, and Stephanie Kaut, class of 2011, both with 114 goals. Trail Shea by 17 now in the RPI record books. RIT changing it up here, looking to pull against Shea's self-draw and push tactics. Looks like that worked a little bit there, but DeLeo was able to scrum that one up. That was number 22, Adele Jones, looking to counter on Shea. That ball is quickly picked up and swung to Kira Abdelset, and Engineers are now pushing in transition. able to secure the ground ball and draw control. They'll set back up on their offensive end with another possession here. Graf working behind with Speck. We'll move to Royal Lewis on the right side here. Gabby Valley and Shea working up top. Shea with a nice face dodge, beats the defender, draws some contact and scores. What a great, tough physical effort there. She caught that ball. The RIT defender overextended, and she was able to face dodge through 3 defenders of RIT, beats Ruddy with a nice hard shot for her second tally of the day, the Engineers' 5th. All Engineers offense here early and often. 5-0. A hot start for this team. 5 goals in the first 7 minutes of play here. 8:15 left in the first quarter. Meg Shea tallies her second of the day. Eldridge and DeLeo again on the draw circle for RPI. Adele Jones looking to pull against Shea here, see if she can get this ball out into space where maybe the Tigers can fight in a little bit more of a 50-50 scrum for it. It's been pretty heavily favored in the Engineers so far. Jones able to counter there, but DeLeo with a great jump off the line, draw control, and she'll work this back through the defensive end of the field. Long ball from Kira over to Bethy Spizzo. Spizzo handling it well, gets the ball up and over the 30 to Riley Eldridge. Eldridge, senior defender, swing this one across to DeLeo, and we will get some subs on as RPI will look to get settled into their settled offense. Ball swung up top. Valley looking to see if she can find some room. Engineers really able to find some great offensive space here at the top of the 12 as Shea face dodges, soaks another, and shots and scores. That one rattled off the pipe, and she wants the crowd into it. She's got a hat trick on the day. Face dodge underneath her primary defender, soaked some contact from the help defender. As you see here, comes through, soaked a cross check right on that elbow, and a bar down, crossbar down, showing some energy, showing some enthusiasm. Meg Shea with her hat trick in the first quarter. 6-0. Engineers lead extended here. Great individual effort there from Megan Shea. Shea well on her way right now. Tied for 3rd all-time in points. She's got 2 more until she hits 2nd all-time in the RPI career record book with her 3 goals here early in the first quarter. Tremendous offensive play, total team effort on the defensive in the draw circle so far for this RPI team, and that's why they're up 6-0. Shea working against Jones here again. Shea wins it right to herself, and she's got a full head of steam here, looking to push transition, see if she can find a break. The Tigers cover up well, and she'll move it to Ella Graf, and we'll get some Engineers offense again here as they get their offensive subs onto the field and get settled up. Ball moving over to Mia. Mia to Emily Speck. Speck down low to DeLeo. DeLeo is sitting at 83 career points. She's got 8 points until she hits the top 15 of the RPI career record books. She's done a phenomenal job working on the draw circle this year as an attacker. Speck with a nice roll dodge, looking to feed inside, finds Mia, shot, scores! 7-0, a hot start for this Engineers team. The freshman, Emily Speck, out of Shen. Nice roll dodge, drew some traffic. Mia Bangmeyer with a great cut. Is able to lose her defender, turns and beats Ruddy stick side high. Great little 2-man offense there off the top left part of the 12-meter arc. Emily Speck did a great job drawing some help defenders. Mia with a great cut across the 8-meter arc was able to catch, roll back to her right hand, and bury that one. Jones and Shea getting set to draw again. DeLeo, Eldridge, on the circle still for the Engineers. For the Tigers, number 25, Lily DePalma, shifting to get closer to straight down the line here, straight across the 50. Eldridge staying right with her. Number 5, Catherine Killian, the freshman defensive star so far for the Tigers, with DeLeo here. That ball straight up in the air. Shea's able to find it before anybody else. She wins it. Soaks some contact. No whistle. No, there is going to be a delayed whistle there. She soaks some contact. That's going to be a green card. 1 minute extra player opportunity, power play opportunity here for the Engineers. Shea won that ground ball out into space and soaked a little bit of contact. So the Engineers will be up a player here for the next 60 seconds unless they score a little bit sooner. 7-0 here. Engineers with a large lead to start this game. 6:22 left in the first quarter. Officials getting the clock and the possession clock all settled. Shea will have to restart from where their foul was. She'll swing it over to Kira. Kira up to Bethy Spizzo. Spizzo up to DeLeo. And the Engineers will get set up for their extra man offense. Lewis and Graff working below GLE. The ball's up top now. Shea working off that right side. Over to Gabby Valley. Valley looking to feed inside. She finds DeLeo. DeLeo soaks a couple of checks. Doesn't find space and moves it out to Graff. Graff now back up to Shea. Shea to Mia. Mia finds Speck on the wing. Speck down to DeLeo. DeLeo looking to feed. Facing some tough defense on the elbow there. Shea across to Graff. Graff didn't have much space to work there. She'll go back to Shea. Shea feeds Lewis curling from X. The Tigers collapse quickly, so no shooting opportunity there, but she's able to maintain possession. Graff now working with Lewis. Finds Gabby Valley up top. Valley slips the defense, hits the pipe. And we're evened up now. Evened up lacrosse. DeLeo maintains possession with the ground ball. Great opportunity there. Valley fed that one into the middle. Couldn't quite connect there. Graff drawing to the defenders. Swings it back to Valley. Low pass. So there's a bit of a 50-50 here. And that one's going to be a foul against the Tigers. Engineers will maintain possession here. Evened up lacrosse now. That green card has expired. So it'll be interesting to see here as that free position will be at the 12-meter, not the 8-meter arc. Officials getting the positioning sorted out. Valley, nice little hitch dodge, looking to feed, draws two. Someone looking for somebody who's open there. Now ball moves from Ella to DeLeo through X. DeLeo's working through a lot of contact, comes all the way across the top of the 8. She got fouled hard. And we've got a stoppage in play here as we're going to get a card against the Tigers. DeLeo driving hard off that right side, soaking multiple checks to the body, was looking to find some space, finally did, and she got checked from behind. That's going to be number 8, Emma Scott. Sophomore defender from Ashburn, Virginia, will go to the box for 2 minutes. Yellow card infraction as DeLeo will be on the right side of this 8-meter arc with a free position opportunity. Engineers up a player, up 7-0 here as DeLeo charges in, hits Ruddy and the pipe off stick side. Tigers will come up with the ground ball off of the pipe. Graff and DeLeo applying heavy pressure. DeLeo got a piece of it, but it goes out of bounds and the Tigers will retain possession, looking to clear. Officials will get that positioning worked out. Restart here. Heavy pressure applied by Royal Lewis and this Engineers ride so far. Shea was looking for a back check, as was DeLeo. Couldn't quite get that one in. Again, a lot of pressure in the middle of the field there. Tigers are able to clear. Number 24 there, Serafina Kisselgoff will step it over. Tigers looking to see if they can chip away at this early lead with their first possession in a long time. RIT down a player still with that yellow card in the box. Sabrina tipping one-on-one here. Nice slide, help pressure there by Cedrone. Eldridge and Kira Abdelsaid working there. Pick and roll opportunity. Spizzo with a nice switch is able to cover that one up. Bella Boardman charging in hard there. A little pick and roll action, and Spizzo was equal to it. Feed into the middle there, goes a little wide. This will be a chase to the corner to see who gets possession. Spizzo is the one who wins the ground ball. Great assistance there from freshman defender Sabrina Tipping. Allowed Spizzo to have a free pathway to that ground ball. Long clearing opportunity goes over the head of Roya Lewis. We've got a 2-on-1 ground ball here on the sideline. And that one's going to go to the Tigers as Lewis tried to play that one while she was out of bounds. Tigers looking to clear Catherine Killian, the freshman impact defender. Drove into a lot of white jerseys there, but was able to find some relief, and this ball is now going to be settled in by the Tigers into their offensive end. 7-0 still Engineers. As RIT will look to see if they can get their first one on the board here. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Great one-on-one defense there by Megan Shea up top. Now it's Eldridge. Little draw opportunity, shot scored. Tigers finally get on the board. 1:20 left here in the first quarter. A little flip play action, the two-man game up top there for the Tigers. Provided a little bit extra space. Eldridge tried to stay with Serafina Kisselgoff, but the sophomore midfielder, leading scorer for this RIT team, was able to bury it, and we've got a 7-1 game here. Serafina Kisselgoff. 31 points, now 32 on the season. That gets her to 26 goals and 6 assists, as you see the RPI defense just talking through a little bit there, how to maybe pick up that play a little bit sooner here as they move forward. A little flip action on the two-man game up top was what freed that driving lane up for the RIT's offense. Shea and Jones ready to draw here. Speck and DeLeo now, or excuse me, Speck and Eldridge here. LD working off to the left side of Megan Shea here on this draw opportunity. Shea leverages that pull momentum, wins it back to herself, and she's going to get fouled, and that will be RPI ball. She'll pick that one up right at the defensive 30 for RPI, looking to move this ball and maintain possession upfield. Finds Audrey Silverman. Silverman steps it over, moves it to Ella Graff. Engineers, with about 55 seconds left here in the first quarter, looking to see if they can add another tally to the board. Ball moving to the left side of the offense now. Quinn Wallard and Mia working that left side. Quinn driving up the elbow, looking to see if she can find someone cutting for a feed. Now to Silverman. Silverman working the two-man game off the right side with Ella Graff. Nice opportunity here. Roya Lewis attacking from X, looking to feed. Ball moved back up top here. Shea will look to see if she can isolate, find some space. She drives down the right side. Shot. Ruddy got a piece of it. Mia with a great ground ball inside the 8-meter arc. 15 seconds left. Silverman now with an opportunity. Pushing in, looking to see if she can find shooting space. Flips it to Graff. Graff off the elbow. Finds a shooting opportunity, but Ruddy's equal to it. And that will do it here for the first quarter. Engineers with some great offense right there at the end. Not able to put their 8th goal of the quarter up on the board, but still a hot start here for your RPI Engineers women's lacrosse team. 7-1 first quarter. They came out fast and furious, attacking You see Roya Lewis here off the 8-meter arc. Got the scoring going. And then it was Ella Graff's turn from the opposite side, the lefty attacker. Great opportunity, working Ruddy low off stick early here. And then a great opportunity on a drive. Comes underneath her defender, gets her second goal of the day. And then it was Meg Shea's turn off of the 8-meter arc. Continuing that hot RPI start for this offense. Throwing her stick down with authority, celebrating. And then another ISO opportunity, celebrating that one after she beat 3 RIT defenders and soaked some contact. And here was her third goal. Bar down, celebrating, loving it after she soaked a cross check. Put that one high off stick side, hit the crossbar, bar down goal, and then a nice curl opportunity, spec to Mia Bangelmeyer. And then the last goal, the first of the day for the RIT Tigers, Serafina Kisselgoff finally put the Tigers up on the board. 7-1 game here, folks. Going to take a quick pause as we head into the second quarter. Second quarter about to get underway here. 7-1 through the first period, first quarter of Liberty League women's lacrosse action here in Troy, New York. Beautiful day in the capital region for some March for lacrosse. Engineers with a hot start. Total team effort. 7-1. They are up as we head into the second quarter. These two teams had a tight game last year, 13-12. RPI was able to come out with the win in Rochester. 8-2 all-time versus RIT. Shea had 5 goals in that game, and she's got 3 so far in the first half for the Engineers. Jones and Shea toe-to-toe here. The officials will get set for this first draw of the second quarter. That ball goes backwards. Speck working with Shea, trying to corral that one. Shea out into space. She wins that ground ball, and she gets pushed, and that will be RPI. Ball heading up the field here. First draw control of the second quarter will go to the Engineers as they swing the ball stadium side, looking to clear up that sideline. Kira tucking that stick, maintaining possession through traffic. Will swing it over to Mia. Mia down to Quinn. Quinn settle this one in as the Engineers offense will get settled in with some subs and get their set going here. Silverman to Shea to Speck. Speck over to the lefty Ella Graff. Speck back to Shea now. Over to Mia. Mia moves it low. Silverman now is going to try to drive hard righty across the top. A little bit of a pick. She sends it into Ella Graff. Shot scores! Ella Graff from Audrey Silverman. Great draw and dump action. Engineers get their 8th goal of the day. So you see Silverman with a little bit of a slip screen. Graff just with a hard cut off that right side of the... Actually, that was right off the elbow of the crease there. Great cut by Ella Graff. She buried that one high, off stick side. Tickle in the nylon for the Engineers' 8th goal of the day here in Troy, New York. 8-1 RPI lead, 13:56 left in the second quarter. Tail of the tape so far. has been RPI's ability to make it, take it. 8 goals so far on the day. Draw controls heavily in their favor as well. This one will be won out to the left side, stadium side, by Adele Jones from the Tigers. And RIT's offense will look to get set up here. Few and far opportunities so far as Shea applies heavy pressure. She's going to get called for a little bit of body contact there. Ball swings across the top to the right side here. Number 17, senior captain out of Auburn, New York. And she drives in, loses possession of the ball. Wasn't able to complete the act of shooting, but RIT will maintain possession. Look to see if they can find some space here. Carissa Hillawa had some space there, just couldn't quite maintain possession to get a shot opportunity off onto Canfield. Shea with some great coverage defense there, working up top with Spizzo. Officials will stop the game here as that's going to be a foul on Megan Shea. Ball will be at the top of the 12-meter arc. Looks to send to the wing, and that one gets past the RIT attacker over there. Tigers will maintain possession. Lefty drive across, looking for the draw and jump. That opportunity goes into the turf, and Spizzo's the one who's able to come up with it. Canfield now chasing after the loose ball. Has some time, and the Engineers will look to clear to the stadium side of the field here. A lot of space as the Tigers look to get some fresh subs on, and the Engineers will look to step it in and get their offense set up. Graff charging in off that right side. Tigers swarm, so she'll retreat out, move the ball to Valley. Valley to Mia, now to Silverman. Audrey will look to settle this offense in a little bit off that secondary break opportunity and get the Engineers into their next offensive set. Ball moves from Speck to Graff to DeLeo. DeLeo with some great shifty moves at X, looking to draw and dump and feed. Nothing's there. Gabby Valley now off the left side of the 12-meter arc to Speck. Speck over to Audrey Silverman. Odds charging in. Through pressure, she'll get fouled, but that'll be a nice save by Ruddy. Officials aren't going to blow the whistle on that one. Ruddy with the save. Ground ball with a head of steam is Catherine Killian. She's looking to push opportunity here in transition for the Tigers. Spizzo able to deter the fast break. Some wheels there from Catherine Killian as she self-cleared that one about 30 yards. Spizzo with the cause turnover. Ground ball picked up by freshman defender Sabrina Tipping. She's looking to clear. We'll settle it in, work through Mac Leonard, and switch the field here as the Tigers are looking to see if they can deter this RPI team so far. Spizzo wide open, steps it into the offensive end. She's charging in, looking to see if she can get the Tigers sleeping. Feeds inside to Quinn Wallard, scores! Great play by junior defender Bethy Spizzo. Charging in, drew some defensive attention, and a great cut left to right by Quinn Wallard. She's able to get her stick around the defender. Buries that one. Stick side for the Engineers' 9th goal here of the first half. Great bounce shot. Low stick side by Quinn Wallard. Even better feed by Bethy Spizzo. One of the leaders of this RPI defense, getting a little bit of action on offense as she was able to press the action there on the secondary break transition opportunity. Great cut by Wallard. Cut, catch, finish, and we're 9-1 here with 10:31 left in the second quarter. Five different goal scorers so far for this Engineers offense, leading the way. Ella Graff, number 14, senior attacker, and number 22, graduate student midfielder Megan Shea, both with first quarter hat tricks, but 5 different goal scorers so far of the 9 so far put up by this RPI women's lacrosse team. Gonna get a violation on the draw, and that will go to RPI. Shea will pick the ball up, step it in, swings it low to Ella Graff. Graff to Wallard at X, and that one got lost a little bit, and the Engineers will have to set up their ride quickly as the Tigers will look to clear this one, try to see if they can get an offensive opportunity. Heavy pressure by Ella Graff, and the rest of the RPI Engineer attack. Tigers finally switch the field, find Killian. Killian moves it up to the bench side there, and the Tigers will settle in here. 9:44 left, and that's going to be a timeout for RIT. 8-goal deficit here with a lot of time left in the second quarter. Coach Wagner and Coach Harshuk looking to see if they can get this Tigers offense settled in and to capitalize on this next opportunity. Nine to 1, 9:41 left here. Engineers with an 8-goal lead here in the first half, second quarter of the game. Beautiful day here in the Capital Region. Clouds are starting to break up. It's a bluebird day with a little bit of wind. Plenty of fans out here for supporting our RPI women's lacrosse team in this Liberty League conference matchup. RIT looking to see if they can get some things going. Kisselgorf, team leader with 31, now 32 points on the season. Nichter, Morgan Nichter, out of Scotia Glenfield, capital area product. Second on the team with 22 points. We'll see if they can get some free lanes here. Not a lot of offense so far for them. Engineers' defense has been equal to the task and playing some make-it-take-it lacrosse. Coach Wagner in her 5th season, three-time second-team All-American at Division II women's lacrosse powerhouse Limestone down in South Carolina. Then spent some time in Ithaca, New York, and Brockport, New York as an assistant coach before she took over as the head at RIT. Coach Delano, Coach Radigan getting their team going here out of the timeout. RPI will set up here on defense. Hasn't had to play much defense so far here in the first half. Holding the Tigers to only 1 goal so far. That one by Serafina Kisselgoff. Action will get started on the right side of the field here. Only 2 shots so far for this Tigers offense. We'll see if they can get a couple more on Canfield. Great pressure by this RPI Engineers defense so far, really extending out past the 12, forcing the Tigers to have to play under pressure. That ball's a little too tough to handle. Whistle stop there. That's going to be a violation against RPI. That'll be against Mac Leonard on the 50-50 ball. Leonard, the freshman defender, local product out of Shenendehowa High School, Clifton Park, New York. Was an accomplished skier, downhill skier in her high school career. One of the best in New York State. Tigers will look to see if they can get some offense going here. Again, heavy extended pressure past the 12 so far from this Engineers defense. Tipping and Kira Abdul said shut down that 2v1 opportunity. Leonard guarding against RIT's leading scorer here, providing her no space to drive. Ball swing across the top. Looking for some draw and dump action. Feeds low. Great job. Sophia Cedrone swats that one out of the air. Got her stick right in the passing lane as they're looking to feed high to low. Tipping with the ground ball. Gets it to Canfield, to Kira, to Bethy, and now Bethy looking to step it over. She's going to feel some pressure. That's going to be a cross check. Yep, that's going to be a cross check against RIT. So this will be a 1 minute extra man up power play opportunity. Spizzo soaked a little bit of contact there. Between the 30s, folks, is a new rule this year in collegiate lacrosse on the women's side. Fouls between the 30s, if they're not to the yellow or red card level, are at least a 1 minute green card extra player opportunity for the team that gets fouled. Spizzo steps it in, finds Valley. Valley, heavy pressure on her back, maintains possession of the ball well. Graff now low to Wallard. Wallard over to DeLeo. DeLeo to Speck. Speck up top to Mia. Mia over to Gabby. Gabby swings it to Audrey Silverman. Ella behind, working with DeLeo. DeLeo looking to feed, finds Waller. Shot, great save by Ruddy. Kick save into boot. Now we've got a scrum for the ball. DeLeo had a piece of it, got knocked out of her stick, but it went right to Quinn. We've got a pause in the action here. Officials looking to see if they can get a shot clock reset, I believe. Ball will be with Gabby on the right side as they still will be up a player for a few more seconds. 57 seconds left on the shot clock. That was a reset due to the shot hitting Ruddy. Gabby to Odds. Odds looking to feed across. She'll carry low. Ella with the switch. DeLeo with the switch. Odds looking to find someone open in the middle. Isn't able to. Gabby across to Mia. Mia now to Speck. Speck and Mia looking to see if they can feed one of the open players here, being man up. Nice shot. Odd Silverman buries one high stick side for the Engineers' 10th goal of the day. Patient extra player offense for the Engineers pays off. See Graff finds Silverman coming off that left elbow. She soaks the contact, gets her hands free, and buries it past Ruddy, stinging some nylon. The high heat from Audrey Silverman makes it 10-1 Engineers. RPI out shooting RIT here so far, 18-2. And they're making them count because it's 10-1 on the scoreboard as well, folks. 6:51 left here in the second quarter in the first half. Engineers offense converting early and often. Silverman, 1 goal, 1 assist so far on the day for her. Freshman attack midfielder out of Meadowbrook, PA, Abington High School graduate. Shea wins this draw control, finds Speck across the middle, and the Engineers will get another offensive possession here. Mia will swing it up top. Odds coming out of the box, subbing on. Deterred from driving in, she'll look to swing it over to the right side here to Shea. RPI scoring in multiple ways. DeLeo looks to wrap from X. That's that ball checked out of her stick. Tigers will push it up the bench side of the field here. Pressure applied from behind here. Mia all over the RIT defender, but Kisselgoff will step it over. Gets it to Jones. Jones moving it back up top here. Tigers looking to see if they can capitalize off one of the few opportunities that they've come out with the ball and been able to clear so far today. Tipping, great defense, swings it across the top. Kira and Tipping, both high school teammates, providing great pressure here as first years for this RPI defense. Pick and roll opportunity. RPI not able to stop that one. And the Tigers get their second of the day. Officials consulting here. A pick and roll opportunity. Kisselgoff was able to beat Mac Leonard and the help defense of Riley Eldridge off the elbow. Just enough space. Low bounce shot beats Canfield. Excuse me, Juliana Lucas in net for that one. Serafina Kisselgoff As both goals on the day for the Tigers. Juliana Lucas in net for that one. Junior goalie out of Hopkinton, Massachusetts. Was square to it, just couldn't quite corral it. And the Tigers chip away at the Engineer lead a little bit here in the second quarter. Leonard's going to have to go to the box here. She's going to get called for a yellow card on that opportunity. So the Tigers will start with the ball. Engineers will be down a player for at least 2 minutes here. 5:32 left in the first half. Engineers still with an 8-goal lead, 10-2. Again, goal counts. There is a card on the scoring opportunity against the Engineers. So Tigers will start with possession, but will have to clear it to get the extra player opportunity. Looks like there'll be a green card foul assessed here on that clearing opportunity against number 5, Sabrina Tipping. Engineers will be down 2 players now for at least about a minute and 40 and change. Kate Trojan will start with the ball for the Tigers once the officials sort out the timing and application of the 2 cards. Serafina Kisselgoff. Both goals so far for the Tigers today. She tied for the team lead, tied for 5th on the team last year in scoring with 20 points, 16 goals, 4 assists. She's already surpassed that on the season, now up to 33. Officials still sorting through the clock and penalty management here. Trojan will go back to the left side, being defended by Graff and DeLeo. She's able to beat the double and step it in. 7v5 now. Tigers look to try to capitalize early. That ball did not connect, but they maintain possession. Lucas extending out to the edge of her crease here, seeing if she can help this RPI player down unit get into the passing lanes. Shea, great defense there, deterring the drive opportunity. Jones working against Kira. Kira, great body pressure, deterred the drive. Little draw and dump action. Low shot goes wide. Great collapsing defense by Megan Shea and Riley Eldridge on the draw and dump. That shot by Melina Steffen went stadium side wide, and the Tigers will look to see if they can capitalize as they did back it up. Draw and dump opportunity. Tigers will take advantage. And that'll be 10-3 as the Tigers get their 3rd goal of the day. RIT maintained possession after missing their first shot on that extra player opportunity. They were able to draw and dump up 2 players on that one. Lucas charging out. Not much you can do there if you're the goalie. Down 7-5, down 2 players. She tried to do what she could to deter that opportunity, and RIT took advantage. (10-3) here, folks. RPI up over RIT. 4:19 left in the second quarter. That was Morgan Nichter from number 17, senior captain Carissa Hillawa. (18 from 17 on that one for RIT. Speck and Jones. Speck was the draw taker there. Shea wins the loose ball. DeLeo did a great job knocking that one into space. Shea charging down the right side here. Ball gets back checked out of her stick, but El Graff able to scoop that ground ball, maintain possession for the Engineers. DeLeo has a hard time handling that one. 50-50 scrum, and that's going to be a held check. RIT now pushing on the quick restart. Self-start opportunity. looking to see if they can take advantage. 5v4 break. Draw and dump back to the middle. Shot hits the pipe. Number 25 there, Lily DePalma with a great opportunity on the 5v4 break. Hits the left pipe but is able to corral the loose ball. So Tigers will maintain possession here. 3:25 left in the first half. Bella Boardman now up top working with DePalma. DePalma driving in against Cedrone. Cedrone covers that one up. Spizzo on Jones. Jones shoots wide. Hits the field goal pipe. RIT, though, first at the end line. They'll back it up. Ball swinging through X here to Kisselgoff. Kisselgoff now back up top. Kate Trojan. 1v1 against Michaela Leonard, who's now out of the box. Kisselgoff now charging through the middle. Great job by Spizzo, Leonard, and tipping. That ball got dislodged on the help defense, and Ella Graff will clear this one up to Wallard. Wallard running through pressure. Low cradle, maintaining possession here. She'll get checked across the arm. RPI will maintain possession here on the restart. It'll be 7v7. Great defense there on the opposite end by Leonard. Silverman through the middle, hits the pipe, rebound. Shea pumps for shooting space, gets the call. Heads up play there by Audrey Silverman off the restart. RIT was still trying to find their organizational principles and get set up. She saw that they weren't ready, charged down the middle, hit that left pipe. Shea was able to corral the loose ball off the pipe into her stick, pumped for shooting space. She'll get a free position now. Charging in, great stick save, swatted up in the air and out. Shea will come up with the rebound. She'll get fouled. Athletic save there by the RIT goalie. Shea fouled on the rebound of her own shot. She was trying to pull that ground ball back in. She'll get this one from the center hash. Charging in, shoots wide, off stick side. Mia's back there to back it up. RPI swinging it up top here. Speck feeling the pressure. We'll move it back to Silverman. Silverman looks for Graff. Coming off the elbow there. Ella not able to find space, so she'll move it back up top. Speck now moving it over to DeLeo on the left side. 10-3 here, folks. Engineers still up. DeLeo, nice draw and dump opportunity. Finds it. Speck's on the board, and the Engineers find their 11th tally of the day. DeLeo through traffic there, coming across the top of the 8, found Speck with a little slip cut. Speck able to catch over her shoulder, turn back around, beats the RIT goalie low off stick side for her first goal on the day. Speck 1-1, had a beautiful assist earlier, now gets her first tally of the day with 1:13 left here in the second quarter. 2 points on the day for the local product out of Shenendehowa High School. One of two freshmen from that local powerhouse program. DeLeo with the great feed, working the two-man game up top there. Nice little lever pass into the middle, and she found Speck. Speck now will do battle with Adele Jones at the draw circle. Shea off ahead into the offensive end on the circle. DeLeo onto the back end of the defensive side. Speck wins it straight up to herself, bats it forward. Loose ball scrum here, looking to see who can come out with it. Shea gets low, boxes everybody out, wins the ground ball, looks to find DeLeo. Ball's a little too off the frame there. Speck now 1v2 opportunity, is able to scoop it up to herself while under duress. Great individual effort there by Emily Speck, and she was fouled on the play. So not only did she win the ground ball, but she drew a 1 minute card here against Catherine Killian. 54 seconds left here in the first half. Engineers will be able to, if they can step this over into the offensive end of the field, they'll be able to end the first half a player up with an opportunity to extend this lead. Seven different goal scorers so far on the day for the Engineers with Specs tally. She'll move it low here to Mia. Banglemeyer over to Silverman. Plenty of time on the clock here. They've got the full 50-plus seconds to play a player up and head into halftime, looking for one more opportunity to put this ball in the back of the net. Quinn up top to Odds. Odds moving across the top of the 12 here. Move it back over to Quinn. Coach Delano and Coach Radigan looking to settle their offensive players in and get a play or a set up here. Under 30 seconds, we're moving now below 20. Leo taking this ball way outside here. I believe the Engineers are going to try to wait this one out until halftime. And they will. 11-3, folks. Engineers looking to kill some clock there at the end of the first half. Get possession coming out of halftime with a few seconds left there on that green card. Fast and furious start, folks, for this RPI women's lacrosse team over the Rochester Institute of Technology Tigers in this Liberty League matchup. All important as they head into April and May. Try to see if they can jockey for standings at the top of the conference and get a home playoff game. Engineers are putting their foot down, pedal to the metal here. 11-3 so far as we take a look at some scoring early in the game. Nice draw and dump play. Silverman finds Ella Graff, who buries it high heat to the off-stick side corner. Great connection there on the offensive end. Spizzo then, great restart play. The junior defender finds Quinn Wallard cutting left to right. She's able to put that one low stick side. Junior defender getting an assist, getting some offensive stats in the book. Gotta love to see that one. Kisselgoff has been the one who's been able to convert for this Tigers offense when they've had opportunities. You see there through traffic on that pick and roll opportunity at the top of the 8. This was on the 2-player up opportunity for this RIT offense. Little low to high feed opportunity. Morgan Nichter was the one there, and then a beautiful draw and dump slip cut opportunity. DeLeo finds Speck, who got behind her defender and was able to twist back around. To put this RPI offense up 8 goals, 11-3, folks. We're going to take a quick break here as we head into halftime. Second half coming up your way in about 8 or 9 minutes or so. Engineers are up 11-3 at halftime. Welcome back, folks, here to Troy, New York for some second half Liberty League women's lacrosse action here at ECAV Stadium. The pep band's fired up. The crowd is out here in full force, including some of our four-legged furry friends. Beautiful, sunny, windy day here in the capital region. Engineers with the halftime lead, 11-3 up over the RIT Tigers. Pivotal game here as both teams get ready for the April and May stretch run to the Liberty League playoffs. RPI 2-3 on the season, 1-1 in Liberty League action. RIT 4-3 overall, 0-2 in Liberty League action. Both teams suffering defeats last week in conference play, looking to see if they can notch a win here this afternoon. First half stats on the Tigers side of things. Leading scorers, Serafina Kisselgoff, 2 goals, and Morgan Nichter had the third one. On the RPI side, 7 different goal scorers, including 3 goals and 1 assist from junior attacker Ella Graff, who notched her 100th career point last Saturday against number 2 overall William Smith. Also leading the way for the Engineers, leading goal scorer in her career for the RPI program, Megan Shea, the graduate midfielder out of Rochester, Massachusetts. She's got a hat trick. 3 goals so far to start this game. Additionally, for the Engineers, Audrey Silverman, freshman attack midfielder. She's got a goal and an assist, as well does freshman midfielder and local product, number 20, Emily Speck, goal and an assist to her tally as well. Engineers will get this second half going with possession of the ball. Had a green card still into effect. They were able to maintain possession through the end of that last minute of the second quarter. So they will start the first half here with possession of the ball, up a player for about 5 or 10 seconds. Thanks for joining us back here at ECAV Stadium for some second half action, folks. Ball will start to the low left side of the far north end of the field here in Lauren DeLeo's stick. Graff, Shea, DeLeo, and Silverman, top 4 offensive threats so far for the Engineers on the season, and they've been very impactful so far here today. DeLeo, one of the primary offensive initiators for this RPI Engineers team, has been doing it all for this team this year. Junior attacker from New Jersey will get this second half started. She's got an assist to her name in the first half. Working this 1v1 off the left elbow. Looking to draw and dump. Nothing there. She swings across the top. High shot, save. Tigers are able to stand tall on that one. DeLeo had a great sweep opportunity coming from that low left elbow, and they'll try to clear it up the bench side of the field here against this physical Engineers ride. Nice play by Shea there. Dropped the pass onto the ground here. We've got a 50-50 battle for the ground ball. Tipping had it, got it checked out of her stick, and then there's going to be a violation against the Engineers, so the Tigers will get possession. Del Jones here, moving the ball down low. She is one of the offensive leaders for the Tigers. 11 goals, 9 assists on the season. One of their main draw takers and draw control winners. 48 draw control. She leads RIT on that. Little draw and dump action. High shot goes over the crossbar. Right side of the offense there. Tigers will look to capitalize off the reset here. 1v1 opportunity. Riley Eldridge, Michaela Leonard, and Sabrina Tipping shielding off any driving angles right now. Leonard 1v1 up top here against number 17, Carissa Hillowa. She'll swing it over. Eldridge trying to deny the roll dodge opportunity. She does. Alina Steffen working against Eldridge and Spizzo. Working those pick and roll and those flip pass opportunities. Is this Tigers offense trying to find some free angles to drive? The And this one's going to be a foul against the Engineers defense. Melina Steffen, the sophomore midfield attacker out of Cantonsville, will take that center hash against number 12, Juliana Lucas, and she'll score. Fourth goal of the day for the Tigers there, off the free position mark. And the lead is cut to 7 for the Engineers. Just a hard drive off that 8-meter arc, and she was able to beat Lucas in what they call the black box, the off-stick side hip area, between the hip and shin area for a righty goaltender. One of the toughest saves to make in lacrosse. Lucas was there, just not quite able to fully beat the ball. And Steffen puts it in the back of the net for the Tigers' fourth goal of the day. 13:04 left here in the third quarter. Engineers lead at 7. Speck and Adele Jones here, going toe-to-toe at the draw. Shea behind her, behind Speck into the defensive end of the field. DeLeo off to the front left onto the offensive side of the draw circle for RPI. Adele Jones taking it for RIT. Officials will get this one going here soon as the pep band looking to see if they can get some more action with another RPI goal. And RIT will win this draw control, one of the few that they've been able to corral so far today, and move it into their offensive end. Engineers will get their defensive subs on as RIT will get their offensive set up. Cedrone guarding the ball here, extending pressure out against Jones. Tipping now, out on top of the ball. Lily DePalma driving from up top against Spizzo, gets underneath, puts it low, stick side. And the Tigers get back-to-back goals here to start this third quarter. 11-5, RPI still up, but the Tigers are now threatening. DePalma just from top center of the 12-meter arc, going 1v1 versus Spizzo, got just enough space on that dodge to be able to get her hands free down that left side of the 8-meter arc, buried it low stick side on Lucas. 12:28 left here in the third quarter. Plenty of fans milling about, a lot of action here today here in the Capital Region. Nice sunny warm day after our snow and ice storm last weekend. Beautiful day for some spring lacrosse. Tailgate tables are out. The corn dogs, the hot dogs, hamburgers, subs, and chips are all out and about as we continue on here in the third quarter. Speck and Jones, toe-to-toe. Shea and DeLeo at either end of the draw circle. Jones will try to push this one off to the left side of the field. DeLeo comes up with the loose ball. Full head of steam here with the draw control. She'll send it over to Valley. We've got a 4v3 opportunity to Mia. Mia pumps for shooting space, and Mia Bangelmeyer will get the first inside hash for an 8-meter free position opportunity. Textbook execution off the draw control by DeLeo. Pushed it to Gabby. Gabby noticed the 4v3 opportunity, drawed and dumped from the low defender, and Mia was able to pump for shooting space. Mia charging in, low shot, bit of a body save there, but the Tigers were able to get a piece of that one. RIT goaltender there, stuffing the free position opportunity. They'll clear up the stadium side and have a 4v3 opportunity here. Pushing in, looking to feed across. Lucas snatches that one out of the air, and that's a quick turnover for this RIT offense. Ball back to the Engineers as they'll look to clear. RIT's Ride's able to get that one loose. Gabby Valley with a nice back check, but Kisselgoff will maintain possession. She'll get a foul, and that will be a 1-minute green card penalty coming up against Roya Lewis. Valley with a great back check on the redefend there. Unfortunately, no white jerseys could come up with possession. Kisselgoff was able to charge through. then being fouled before the 30 again, folks. Between the 30s, any foul that is not a red or a green card is a red or a yellow card is a green card, 1 minute player up opportunity for the team that gets fouled in possession of the ball. RIT was able to capitalize earlier on their 7v5 opportunity. We'll see if they'll be able to take advantage again. Feed inside. Ball is knocked out, but that's going to be a foul against Spizzo. She disagrees with it. So this will be a free position opportunity coming up. Melina Steffen, another quick cut from below the elbow there. Got bumped by Spizzo, the officials with the whistle. Center hash opportunity for the Tigers. She steps in, backs out. RIT swinging the ball, looking to see if they can take advantage of being up a player. Didn't like their look from the 8-meter center arc. Jones now behind it, Mac Leonard applying heavy pressure on ball. Tigers looking to get their extra man opportunity play set up. Ball being driven off the right side here by Carissa Hilowa. Carissa against Spizzo. Spizzo really getting into the feeding lane there, not allowing any quick feeds. Nice face dodge opportunity. Shot is stick side wide. Tigers will back it up. 30 seconds left here on the shot clock, possession clock, excuse me. Shea now 1v1 defense off the left side of the 12-meter arc. Feeds it low. Great defense by Leonard and Shea there. Pick and roll opportunity. Engineers just swarming defense here, playing great passing lanes, but that ball is going to come low. We're going to get a whistle. That foul is going to come on the double team at the top left corner of the 8-meter arc. So it will be a first inside hash from the left elbow for RIT coming up here. 9 seconds left on the possession clock. 9:57 left here in the third quarter. RIT's got a stack to the right side. They look to feed middle. Shot saved by Lucas. They try to go low stick or low 5-hold there. Did Serafina Kisselgoff, and Lucas punched that one straight down into the turf and maintained possession for RPI. Spizzo now working against the RIT ride. Will look to swing it through. Riley Eldridge handles the pressure. They switch the field. Come back to the stadium side. Shea's able to step over the midfield line, wide open there into that zone ride. She'll push it up to the bench side of the field to Emily Speck, and the RPI defense and goaltender there, Juliana Lucas, stands tall. Gets the ball back to their offense. 11-5 here, folks. 6-goal lead for the Engineers. As they'll look to get on the board here for the first time in the second half. Graf. Nice face dodge, splits it, comes back right. Not sure if that hit the pipe or the goalie's foot, but Graf put that one on frame. RPI is able to maintain possession with the ground ball win. Valley with a tough 50-50 battle here. Official got in the way there. Both players try to find the ball. Lily DePalma is the one that came out of that scrum with it. And the Tigers will step it over into their offensive end. Charging in here is Bella Boardman. Boardman deterred by Riley Eldridge. Great one-on-one defense there by Eldridge. LD, as her teammates call her. One of the senior defenders on this team. Tipping the freshman defender now up top. Going 1v1 against Nichter. Nichter and Kisselgoff trying to run that pick and roll. They find some space off the loose ball scrum. But Tipping and Kat Kama really got into the space there. Shut down any driving opportunity. Mac Leonard able to get the loose ball that was tipped to Lucas. Now to Cedrone. Cedrone with the wheels heading box side. Is now going to switch it back to Eldridge. Eldridge trying to find it into space. She loses the 50-50 battle. And she's going to get called for some contact here. This will be above the 30, so this will be another 1-minute green card against the Engineers. Tigers will look to see if they can cut the lead to 5 with another player up opportunity. Engineers really a great mix of first years really stepping up, especially on the defensive end of the field, providing a lot of defensive talent. Combination with some of their junior, senior, and grad students that stopgap this Engineers defense that has had a great start so far to this game. 5 goals through 2.5 quarters so far. A recipe for success. Tigers working the ball across the top of the 12, trying to find that open feed. Seeing if they can find their open player. Draw and dump opportunity. They find Kisselgoff. Kisselgoff through 3 or 4 players. Shot went high and wide. RIT was first to the end line, though, so they'll maintain possession. Carissa Hillowell, cross-crease feed. Shot was deflected, but right into the stick of Adele Jones. Back up top. Chaotic situations finally able to be reset. Nichter charging in. Great defense there by Cedrone and Tipping. Nichter feeding across the crease. Shot. Lucas got a piece of it. Cat Kama there. Rebound came out to an RIT player who got another shot on net, and Lucas had her stick right there. Was able to clamp down and maintain possession as RPI will now clear. Tipping full head of steam. Gets it over the 50, finds Roya Lewis into the offensive 30. 6:22 left here in the third quarter. Heavy pressure on Roya Lewis there. Ella was swinging over to DeLeo. Lauren DeLeo to Quinn Waller now, who's at X. RPI swinging the ball around their offensive end, looking to tire out this Tiger defense and get themselves set up for their next offensive set. Graff soaks a high hit to the face, and that's going to be a card against RIT. That's going to be a yellow, 2 minutes. Driving off that right elbow, the lefty attacker trying to get top side there, get her hands free. Setting up the 1v1 isolation dodge. She soaked a bit of a cross check as the RIT defender looked to jam off the 1v1 dodge. It came up a little too high. That's why they wear mouth guard, folks. No helmets in women's lacrosse, so got to make sure that the teeth and the eyes are protected with their goggles and mouth guard. Officials very quick to pull anything that's contact to the head for safety reasons. Graff will restart. RPI up a player here. 7-6 opportunity. Shea will feed low to DeLeo. DeLeo looking to feed across the 8. Nobody open. Shea now up top to Valley. Valley looking to feed high to low. Presses in. Tries to see if she can get her hands free. Gets the ball checked loose by number 4 there, Jane Hudson, junior defender, with the caused turnover and ground ball. Now RIT looking to get out and clear. Dangerous pass. DeLeo was almost there to get in front, but RIT will now have possession and look to try to get it up the field. Freshman defender Catherine Killian, under heavy pressure. 3 and 4 RPI attackers up in her face at all times. No contact or whistles yet. Ran about 30 seconds off the possession clock there, almost 40, as RIT will step it in with about 50 seconds left on the possession clock. Didn't come up with a caused turnover, but a great high effort, high energy, aggressive ride there from the RPI Engineers team. RIT still down a player, just looking to maintain possession, try to find an open opportunity. And that's number 11, Bella Boardman, with a wide pass to Carissa Hillowa. Heavy pressure on her bottom hand there caused that one to go wide. Hillowa driving against Cedrone and Tipping. Dell Jones now working on junior defender Kat Kama. She draws across the left, draws And that's a high bounce shot that finds the back of the net. (11-6). Tigers shrink this lead to 5. Closest it's been since early in the first quarter. Adele Jones sweeping across the left side, from right to left there with the left hand. Came back on a roll dodge to her right. Took that shot from almost right at the top of the 8-meter arc, but put some spin on that bounce shot and was able to put it high stick side past Juliana Lucas. 11-6, 4:07 left here in the third quarter, folks, and this conference matchup's starting to get a little tight. Engineers will look to see if they can win this draw control. That extra player opportunity will expire. So both teams will be evened up here. The RPI player will be released. RIT still has their player in the box, so it'll be a 1 player up opportunity still for RPI, since that was a yellow card 2-minute penalty. Speck and Jones toe-to-toe at the draw here. Shea DeLeo on the circle for the Engineers. Speck goes back right to Shea, who soaks 2 checks off the draw control, and that's going to be another 2-minute yellow card against RIT. This one's going to go against freshman impact defender from Wantagh, New York, down on Long Island, Catherine Killian. Shea won that one straight out of the air from Speck's stick, and then was heading upfield. She soaked 2 checks to the body, and then one to the body and then one to the head. Engineers will be up 2 players, 3:58 here left in the third quarter, so they'll at least have a 2-player up opportunity for a couple seconds here. And if they don't convert, they'll at least get 2 minutes of a player up opportunity for this most recent card against Killian. Officials will get themselves sorted out here. Both teams, only 1 game this weekend. Typically in Liberty League action, there's a couple weekends out of the year where you'll play both opponents in one weekend on a Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday, back-to-back. Wallard will initiate from X here as RPI will look to get some offensive subs onto the field. Speck across. Nobody's picking up Silverman, but she can't handle. Regains possession, now looking to feed. DeLeo up top to Valley. Gabby will swing it over to Speck. Speck to Ella. Ella Graff back up to Speck. Gabby Valley looking to see if she can find something. Moves it to Roya Lewis. Silverman now draw and dump. Tries to feed it across to Ella. Couldn't quite connect. Speck will get over to that one. Maintain possession for this Engineers offense. Really looking to see if they can overload and find the draw and dump. Silverman caught that feed in the middle of the 8, and the freshman maintained possession through traffic there. DeLeo rolling from that low left side below GLE with her right hand now to Valley. Valley swings it over to Ella Graff. Graff feed to DeLeo, got tipped, but DeLeo corrals it, able to maintain possession. Silverman now inside to Wallard. Wallard hits the goalie in the thigh. And RIT Killian, who just got out of the box, wins the 50-50 GB. What a save there by the RIT goaltender. Ellie Ruddy just threw everything she had at it. Wallard's shot was low, stick side, but Ruddy threw her whole body into it, got a piece of it with her thigh. RIT wins the ensuing 50-50 scrum, and now with 2:12 left in the third quarter, they're going to get another opportunity on their offensive end here. Engineers have been shut out so far in this third quarter after putting up 11 goals in the first 2. De Palma trying to draw out Riley Eldridge there, see if they can find some space while they wait for their extra player to come back on to be evened up. And that does happen. Jones is now out of the box. Feed inside, roll, another pass to the crease. RIT maintains possession. Tried to find a quick one there. Two feeds across from right to left. Couldn't quite connect, but they maintained possession. Ball swallowed up there. Cedrone and Kira Abdulsaid Great defense, but one of them is going to get called for some body contact here. 1:27 left here in the third quarter. RIT trying to claw their way back into this. They've scored 3 goals to 0 so far for RPI, so 3-0 quarters so far. Has shortened this lead to 5 goals for RPI here at home. It's not a 8-meter foul, so that will start in between the 8 and the 12. We'll get a restart. Carissa Hillawa working this weave opportunity. Loses the defender, goes low to low. Shot goes wide. RIT really seeing if they can find through this weave opportunity across the top of the 8 some pick and roll opportunities. That's where they've been able to draw some fouls, find some open feed opportunities. Another draw and dump. This one Jones handles from Kissel. Nice back check there by Eldridge on Kisselgoff. Lucas got a piece of it, but that's going to be a foul against RPI on the ensuing 50-50 ball. 9 seconds left here on the possession clock. Clock's running under 40 seconds here, about to go under 30 left in the third quarter. RIT is going to have to press to the net. Melina Steffen will start with the quick restart off the 12. She'll feed to the middle. That ball is a little too tough to handle. Cedrone and tipping out in front in space, and they'll be able to run this one out. Cedrone with the wheels, pushing it upfield, looking to find some opportunities here. Under 20 left, finds it low to Ella. Ella up top to Mia. Mia driving in. Stout defense, 5 seconds left here. We'll see if Ella can find something to get her hands free. She tries to cut underneath. Not quite there. And we'll go into the fourth quarter with a closer game than we started this third quarter with. RIT outscoring the Engineers 3-0 here in the third quarter. Engineers still, though, with a 5-goal lead. The first of the 3 goals by the Tigers there off the 8-meter arc. Nice hard push-off, just beat Lucas low off-stick side. And then another one off that draw and dump opportunity. Really trying to work those ISOs from the top part of the 12 is this RIT offense in the second half. And another one on a rollback opportunity. What a beautiful bounce shot there by Adele Jones. And that's why we see a tighter game as we head into this fourth quarter than we did heading into halftime. 11-6 Engineers up. They're going to look to see if they can get a couple more on the board here. They've had some offensive possessions in the second half, but not quite the high-paced, high-power, make-it-take-it offensive lacrosse they were able to inflict on the Tigers in the first half. A couple of stats for you here as we're through 3 quarters. Ellie Ruddy backstopping this RIT defense has really been able to keep them in this game. She's now up to 10 saves on the day, 47.6% save percentage. For RPI, 2 goalies have been in net so far. Juliana Lucas, number 12. She's got 3 saves for 42.9% save percentage so far. Jenny Canfield started the game. She was able to get a save in her minutes of play for a 33.3% save percentage. Leading the way in scoring for RPI is still Ella Graff. 3 goals, 1 assist. Meg Shea quick behind her at 3 goals. Hat trick for herself in the first quarter. Tigers are being led by Serafina Kisselgoff still with 2 goals on the day. But they've been able to spread the scoring out a little bit more here in the second half. Melina Steffen with a goal. Morgan Nichter with a goal. Adele Jones with her first goal of the day, as well as number 25, Lily DePalma. First year defender, Catherine Killian, number 5 for the Tigers. 3 ground balls, 2 caused turnovers, has been a stalwart for their defense and has made some impact plays on the ride and redefend. About to get set here for fourth quarter action here at ECAV Stadium, folks. 11-6 Engineers looking to hold this lead through the next 15 minutes, if not extend it, so they can secure their second Liberty League conference win of the season. In other RPI lacrosse action, the 10-0 nationally ranked number 2 RPI men's lacrosse team up 6-1 in the first half here at Ithaca against the Bombers. Check out rpiathletics.com for more information on the live stats and live stream for that one once this game concludes. Serafina Kisselgoff, one of the top players in goals, average goals per game, 3.57. She's got 2 so far today for RIT. For RPI, Meg Shea, Ella Graff right behind her at 3.5 and 3.4 for 4th and 5th in the top 5 of goals per game. They've got 3 themselves each. Jones and Speck here, toe-to-toe. We'll get a restart, I believe. As both players move their stick, but that ball kind of dropped right out. DeLeo and Shea still both assisting on the circle here. Coach Delano's team looking to see if they can get possession here quickly, extend their lead. Great sunny day here in the Capital Region. Jones and Speck send it up in the air. Ball's being batted around, goes right to Killian. Another ground ball for her, excuse me, draw control for her. She'll move it over to De Palma. De Palma being defended by Eldridge. She'll move it back up top. RIT looking to get their offensive set organized. They'll move it across now to the right side. Back through X to Jones. Jones swinging it now back up top. Working with Nichter now. Nichter looking to isolate against Speck. Draw and dump opportunity. Kat Kama. Speck equal to the task there. Great defense. DeLeo was able to find that loose ball. 50-50 GB. Pushes it ahead to Mia. Mia to Quinn. Quinn's able to control that one. Settles it back out to DeLeo, and the Engineers now with an opportunity here. First of the 4th quarter for them on the offensive end. Valley carrying across the 12-meter arc now. We'll send it to X. Quinn working from X here, number 10, sophomore attacker. Well defended now. We'll swing it across. Skip pass to Ella. Graff now working left to right. She buries it. Her 4th of the day. Extends this lead back to 6 for the Engineers. And with some emotion and enthusiasm, throws that stick down to celebrate. Left to right there. She was working off her strong hand. RIT player over defending, trying to make sure that she didn't get topside, get to her strong hand. Nice split dodge back to her right there at about the top right edge of that 8-meter arc, and she buried it low stick side. Graff with 4 and 1 on the day, 4 goals, 1 assist, leads this RPI Engineers offense with 5 points. 4 more goals until she breaks into the RPI career top 10. And with her 5 points on the day, she's moved up to 105, which puts her securely in the top 10 for career points as a junior attacker. Congrats to her on some milestones here in the last two weekends of Liberty League action. Speck won the draw out to the left, but it's a scrum. Jones is able to come up with it right in front of the RIT bench. And we've got a quick whistle on that ground ball. And that's going to be a little bit of body-to-body contact against number 15, Lauren DeLeo. Jones will have the ball right in front of her bench for the Tigers. 12-6, 13:07 left here in the 4th quarter, in the 2nd half. Clear sunny day as the officials get the timing and penalty sorted out. 1-minute green card against DeLeo. Killian trying to find some space, is able to just drop it in over the top of the ride to Bella Boardman. Boardman now swinging it over. Hillowa now gets one-on-one against Leonard on the edge. Jones now working the right side against Eldridge. RIT trying to find the open player and some space to get their hands free. Leonard behind. Physical pressure there. Great job on shutting down the draw and dump opportunity. RIT maintaining possession here after a couple opportunities to try to feed the middle of that 8 meter. Jones with it. She's heavy pressure on her by Kira. Abdul said forced a terrible pass, a difficult pass. Eldridge with the ground ball, got it to Tipping. Tipping now pushes it up to Shea in transition. Fast break opportunity. Shea soaks a piece of contact, scores. Beats Ruddy low, stick side, and it's 13-6 Engineers. Megan Shea has a nose for the goal, and she shows it here. Soaks some contacts on the 5v4 opportunity. Got pushed almost out of scoring angle on the right side of the 8 meter, almost out of the fan, but she was able to regather herself. Buried that shot stick side low for her 4th of the day. See there, she soaked it up top and then buried it. What a play there by Megan Shea to extend this Engineers lead. 12:06 left here in the 4th quarter. 13-6, 7-goal lead for the Engineers. Shea and Graff both with 4 goals to their tally sheet today. Speck and Jones again, toe-to-toe. Shea and DeLeo on the circle for the Engineers, and that one goes right from Speck to Shea. Shea got it knocked out of her stick, but that's going to be a violation against the RIT, so RPI will get the ball. Shea will step it into the offensive end. Ella Graff now working the left side, looking to feed across. Great cut by DeLeo, just didn't quite get enough open space. Now Speck to Mia Bangmaler, to Valley. Gabby will move it low to DeLeo. DeLeo working with Quinn Wallard here at X now. Gabby and DeLeo cutting across the 8. Wallard works her up to the 5-and-5, works her up to the angle. Nice roll dodge, finds some space. Ruddy got a piece of it. Not sure if it was her stick or her foot, but that one went wide. Valley maintained possession for the Engineers. Got a stoppage in play here, as I believe the officials are going to say that that got a piece of either Ruddy's stick or foot, which means a shot clock or possession clock reset to 60 seconds, folks. So Engineers with a little extra time there. Great job by Gabby to corral that loose ball, maintain possession. Both teams will get a little bit of a break here heading into next week. No midweek games for either teams as we get restarted in action. The Engineers will be up in Middlebury facing off against one of the perennial powers in Division III women's lacrosse on Thursday before a weekend off. As Shea driving down the right side there, shot wide, but DeLeo will be able to back it up. Tigers will be back out on the road next weekend in this area in the lower central mid-Hudson area with a back-to-back against Bard and Vassar. DeLeo on the restart. Nice quick dodge. Beat the double, beat the help slide, got pushed. But they're going to say she fell into the crease, so that's going to be a crease violation. Ruddy with a great save there for the Tigers. DeLeo got free with a great split dodge. Hard jab step, beat her defender, beat the help slide, but wasn't quite able to beat Ruddy. We're going to get another green card. This one's going to go against the Engineers on the ride. Number 14, Ella Graff is going to get called for this one. Kate Trojan, midfielder out of Rowley, Massachusetts. Chemical engineering major for the Tigers. We'll get the ball here on the reset with DeLeo and Wallard within a few meters here. 10:20 left here in the game. Engineers lead at 7, 13-6. Trojan will restart. DeLeo, Wallard trying to find some opportunities to knock that one loose, couldn't quite do it. Trojans charging in, looking to find some space to get her stick free, couldn't, but Tigers will look to see if they can capitalize on another player up opportunity. Jones inside. Kisselgoff across the top of the 8. Great defensive there, sitting in, was tipping. Tipping feeds low, couldn't be handled. Kama and Eldridge were there, and Eldridge, Riley Eldridge, LD, nice ground ball. Now pushing the break, finds Cedrone heading upfield. Cedrone with a player on her back, maintains possession here. Mia finds the middle, finds Speck, shot wide. Quinn Wallard with the backup, so RIT will maintain, or excuse me, RPI will maintain possession. Great job by LD there to win the 50-50 ball out to the bench side, pushed it up into the middle of the field to Cedrone. A lot of RPI opportunity. Nobody picked up Valley. She's charging down the middle. Shot swallowed up, though, by Ruddy. Great opportunity. Speck grabbed that one right out of the air from Ruddy. And she's going to get fouled. She was able to contain that one out of the air. Ruddy was looking for a quick outlet. Speck jumped the passing lane and then got fouled. So this ball will be a restart at the top of the 12-meter arc. Gabby working it over to Shea. DeLeo working inside, trying to find some free space. Ball now below at X and below GLE as Wallard carries on the left side of the offense up to Shea. Shea 1v1 here. Right down the middle. Took some contact, was looking to pump for shooting space and got pushed from behind. Shea, one of the most dangerous dodgers in Division III women's lacrosse, and you can see why. She got underneath and beat the help slide as well. Help slide extended the pressure of her stick onto her body, knocked Shea off her path to the goal. So that'll be first inside hash to the left side of the 8-meter arc, free position shot for Megan Shea. .827 left here as Shea pushes off. Protects her sticks and scores! Celebrating with her teammates as she notches her 5th of the day. Beat the RIT goalkeeper to the off-stick side. Extends this Engineer lead back out to 8. Nice, great push. Protects her stick against the trailing defender and then beats Ruddy to the off-stick side high. Actually, that was just off to the elbow of the goalkeeper. Smart, high IQ shot placement there for the graduate midfielder and leading scorer in RPI career history. Her 5th goal of the day puts her at 149 career points. With that goal, congrats to Megan Shea. She's now 2nd all-time in RPI history for points. Has extended her lead over some of her alumni in terms of career overall goals. 14-6, folks. Engineers lead back to 8. 8:22 left in the 4th quarter. Megan Shea, 5 goals on the day. Speck, Shea doing battle. Speck wins the 50-50 ball, wins the draw control. Freshman doing a great job against heavy pressure by the Tigers to step it in. And the Engineers now with another offensive possession here as we tick under 8 minutes. RPI looking to capitalize here. See if they can extend their lead out. Silverman driving in, odds, finding some leverage pressure. Had an open player, couldn't get her hands free. No foul on the play, so Engineers will keep working this ball. DeLeo driving, nice shot opportunity on the run, scores! Laura DeLeo with the 15th goal of the day for the Engineers. Great 1v1 opportunity. She's had a few of those today. Was able to get some good placement, some good spin on that bounce shot. That one went high off stick side. What a beauty of a shot. Gives herself and her teammates a nice little clap as she extends the lead to 9 for this RPI team. DeLeo now up to 85 career points. One of the do-it-all players for this Engineers team. Audrey Silverman will be new to the draw here. Still going up against Adele Jones. They'll go toe-to-toe. Speck and DeLeo will be on her circle. RPI finding its offensive rhythm here after getting shut out there in the third quarter. They've tallied 4 here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead to 9 goals. You're going to get a violation on this one. This will go against RPI, so RIT will look to set up for a self-start here, try to get some quick offense and try to chip away at this lead. Hillowell at X working against the freshman Leonard. Doesn't find any space, so the ball will move back up top. De Palma working. Love that two-man game up top. Great help defense there by Kira Abdul said. Ball corralled by Speck. Lucas cleared it back out to Abdul said. Kira now moves it to DeLeo. DeLeo, smart not to force the issue. Finds a streaking up the field Quinn to support the clear. Quinn handling the pressure. Heavy pressure there. Ball will shift back up top. Silverman will settle it in as RPI gets some subs on. Mia driving up from below GLE finds Audrey Silverman. Audrey swings it over. Kira playing some offense here. We'll move it to Gabby Valley. Gabby now below GLE will move it to Quinn. RPI getting some subs onto the field now, getting some other role players some extra minutes with a 9-goal lead here. Under 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. About 30 seconds left on the possession clock. Bangmailer charging off the edge, overextended pressure. Got it knocked loose, no call. Ruddy will pick it up, moves it to Killian. Killian, fast break, pushes the ball. Long pass up the field to Kisselgoff. Kisselgoff now with Kat Kama defending will move it. 5v4 opportunity. Jones looking, trying to find somebody open. De Palma split dodge. Great save by Juliana Lucas. Suing 50-50 ball. Won by RIT, but they were not able to maintain possession. Caitlin Kemp now, senior defender number 4 from Central New York, Marcellus grad, applying pressure. Cedrone now 1v1 against De Palma. She's able to corral that space. Lucas with a big save now out of her net with the ground ball, trying to find somebody open on the clear. She's able to roll it over to Kemp. Kemp handling the pressure well, moves it over. LD moves it up to Cedrone. Great defense there. Lucas with a phenomenal save and effort to get out of her crease and maintain possession for the Engineers on that ground ball. Some subs coming on here as Kemp handling pressures. Engineers having some trouble getting it over the 30. They do. Graff beats her defender now, working in off the elbow. Help defense able to deter her from having any space to drive. Silverman now over to number 8. Kaylee Schaefer-Hood. Hood to Valley, back to Hood. She's not able to handle it. Pass got tipped. Bangmailer got the ground ball. And that's going to be a goal, folks. 4:03 left here in the fourth quarter. And the Engineer lead us hit 10, and we've got a running clock. Mia Bangmailer won the 50-50 loose ball scrum, got low, picked it up. She shot. Ruddy got a piece of it, but couldn't quite control it. That ball was high, off stick side. Great placement by Bangmailer. Ruddy had it, but just couldn't quite maintain possession, and that ball rolled behind her for RPI's 16th goal on the day. Bangmailer second on the afternoon, the senior attacker from Kennebunk, Maine. Great hustle play in front of the net. Pays off with a little luck on the shot placement. And we've got a running clock, folks, as the lead's been extended to 10. 16-6, Engineers are now back up. About 3:10 left here as we'll get another draw toe-to-toe here. Silverman against Jones. Jones wins that one backwards to herself. Move it over to Miliana Steffen. Caitlin Brissett, one of the other RPI goalies in net now. Number 00, the transfer from Endicott College. Seeing some action here with the lead extended to 10. And she'll get a piece of that one. Great opportunity. Good defense by the Engineers there. Brissett got a piece. Hillel charging in. Long shot, and she sticks it. High stick side. She roofed that one, and a little bit of frustration. She really drove her stick into the turf there. Heck of a shot there by Carissa Hillel. Nice little roll dodge, a step inside that 8-meter arc, and she stung the nylon. Not going to be enough, most likely, to get her team back in this game, but definitely enough to stop the running clock and keep this game in doubt for a couple more minutes. 2:29 left, 9-goal lead for the Engineers. Heck of a shot there by the Tigers attacker. Her first goal on the day, 1-1. 2 points in her tally sheet so far. Engineers will look to finish strong. Jones and Speck doing battle again. DeLeo, 50-50 ball. Shea now fighting with some Tigers for it as that ball got kicked up into the air and into her stick. Officials sorting out who this one call is going to go against. And it's going to be against the Tigers. Shea will scoop it up. As RIT will look to apply some heavy pressure on her, try to get the ball back. She'll head stadium side, look to split a double. Does, but she's going to be called for charging. And we're going to get a stoppage in play as we get the ball reset to the spot. Shea tried to split the double there, and the stadium side official said that she drove her shoulder into the RIT defender. So that's the charge call, folks. We're under 2 minutes, though. 9-goal lead, 16-7 RPI. The Engineers with a 9-goal lead here with a couple minutes left here on this beautiful Saturday in Troy, New York. It's going to be another green card, this one against number 18, Alana McCarthy, the sophomore attacker from New Hartford, New York. She got called for a little bit of body contact there, so the Tigers will have another player-up opportunity as we're under 2 minutes here in Liberty League women's lacrosse action. Kemp on Kisselgoff. Kisselgoff to Jones. Jones looking to drive, has tipping, take up her space. Now Leonard 1v1 on the other side there against Hillel. Jones and Tipping working. Nice low shot and score. Player up opportunity, 1:29 left in the game, and that is the 8th goal of the day for the Tigers. Little hitch and go opportunity as they found some space. Kama was recovering across in that zone player down defense. Little hitch and go opportunity for Melina Steffen, midi attacker out of Cantonsville, Maryland. Biomedical engineering major, and she put that one low, stick side against Brissett. RPI defense and Michaela Leonard giving Brissett a vote of confidence there. That was a tough shot, hard, low, bounce shot to the low stick side corner. That's always a tough one for a goalkeeper. 1:29, folks, 8-goal lead still here in Troy, New York. Again, next weekend, RIT will be back down this way playing at Bard on Friday and then back-to-back with a game at Vassar on Saturday. Engineers will be heading up to Middlebury into Vermont to face one of the premier Division III women's lacrosse programs on Thursday before a well-deserved weekend off before they head into the stretch run of conference play. Ball batted around there in the draw control. Busy opportunity, though, was finally corralled by Morgan Nichter. Jones lost possession of that one. Riley Eldridge, impact player all over the field today, was able to get herself into the action there. Killian will find the loose ball for the Tigers as we're now below a minute left in the game. Swings it across the top. Stefan working on Kama. Kama denying any space there. Jones will feed it back into the middle. Finds a player. Brissett with a nice foot save there. Got square to it. Got her body in front of it. Loose ball. RIT will maintain control. We're going to get another stoppage in play. 41 seconds or so left, and Kama's going to get called for a high stick to the body there. Or, excuse me, she's going to get called for a cross check there on the 50-50 ball. So RIT will look to see if they can shrink this lead with 41 seconds left. 16-8. The series has typically gone RPI's way. 8-2 overall in their series history. 41 seconds left till they extend their win streak to 5 games. Win streak extends all the way back to 2017. It's been a game that's typically either been a very close 1 or 2 goal game or a resounding RPI win. That across the crease, shot, scores! Player up opportunity for the Tigers is successful. Tigers finding some offense here in the second half, but it's too little too late after a large halftime deficit really put them behind the 8 ball. As you see here, nice cross crease feed on the player up opportunity. De Palma just slipped in behind that backside zone defense for the RPI man down unit, and then had a great feed come across the crease there from her teammate for the Tigers' 9th goal of the day. 34 seconds left here, folks, at ECAV Stadium. RIT trying to do whatever they can to score a lot of goals in a short period of time here. Try to shrink this Engineer lead, but RPI looks to be heading into the rest of this holiday weekend with their second Liberty League win. Number 19, Molly McDonald now out. Junior midfielder from Swampscott, Massachusetts, taking the draw. Wins it right back to Speck. What a great opportunity. Phenomenal play there by the junior midfielder. Speck driving in. Dumps it low to McCarthy. McCarthy out there with another Ava Gilderone. Gilderone and McCarthy working behind at X. We'll get a stoppage here as McCarthy was fouled. Some great opportunities for some of the younger and role players for this RPI team as McCarthy drives in, doubled, looking for some opportunities. McDonald comes out of it with the loose ball, finds Shea. Shea's going to back this one out and celebrate here. Throws that ball up and high into the corner to celebrate in front of this sunny, fan-filled crowd with the pep band playing. The Engineers off the field as they maintain the lead 11-3 at halftime. They overcame a tough third quarter where they did not score, but the Engineers profiting in the fourth quarter win 16-9 as you see some celebrations there. Ella Graff, great job left to right, getting to her offhand, scores. Meg Shea, one of her 5 goals on the day, burying it stick side low. Leading this offense today, saying, let's play, band. Come on, pep band. Get it going here. I've scored 5 on the day. Excuse me, that was her 4th on the day. This is her 5th. Shea loving the sunny, fan-filled crowd with the pep band playing it loud. See junior midfield attacker DeLeo there with another one, clapping it up for herself and her teammates. Beautiful bounce shot to the high stick side corner. A great offensive day, and then Mia Bangmailer with some great luck, and that comes from a very heady lax IQ play, winning that GB by getting low in front of the crease. So you see some Tigers goal here late. Number 2, Miliana Stefan. 2 great goals late in the game. Kept the Tigers in it as the teams shake hands, and one of the last ones here, De Palma with a nice catch, quick stick, high goal on the player up opportunity. Tigers heading into a pivotal weekend now, 0-3 in the Liberty League, while the Engineers are at 2-1. Back to 3-3 overall as they'll go celebrate with the pep band, enjoying themselves a sunny day and a victory here at ECAP Stadium. Thanks for tuning in, folks. You can turn over to RPIathletics.com to check out the men's lacrosse stream over at Ithaca College. Engineers men's team up 7-3 so far with the third period underway there in Ithaca. The Engineers women's lacrosse team celebrating with the pep band, saying hi to the fans and saying thank you for coming out today, folks. 16-9 as we sign off here at RPI TV. 7-goal win for the Engineers to get back to 500 on the season and 2-1 in the Liberty League.